Here we are. This is the final video of making up for being sick. I know I don't have a lot of viewers out there that were waiting for videos, but this is the final video. Ooh, I'm already looking at what you're pulling out. I got old man Tony helping me out today. It's the final video, and these are just the random box. I did a few videos today of Pop Funkos. This is going to be the random box of figures. I need this box.
Sorry, don't pop you.
It's okay. So this is my random box of figures. This is back to the very large collection that I bought. My random box of figures. This is the FAO Schwarz X-Men 4-box. Came in a box like this. And inside we have a cable. They're all in plastic. I don't want to take them out, but pretty cool cable. I want to say that's Polaris. I don't know who that is. We know this is Forge, and Forge is one of my favorites. Upstairs, I was actually cleaning up upstairs yesterday. I was putting some books on my bookshelf yesterday, and I saw I have the Storm Forge comic cover where they're kissing. Ooh, it does some action. I hit the button on the back. I don't know what it does. And then, of course, one of the interesting ones is, ooh, his swords even pop out, is a Deadpool. So FAO Schwarz box, a 4-piece box that was in here. So, I know that I had mentioned earlier that my dad is a huge professional wrestling fan. I'm going to do my best to keep everything completely like random when I open boxes, but if I open up a box, when I bring it out into my living room to make this video and it's full of wrestling figures, I'm going to wait until my dad shows up and he flies down to come visit, because then that way he can give the absolute insight, because he is a huge professional wrestling fan and a professional wrestling historian. This is King Kong Bundy. I do not like King Kong Bundy's eyes, but there's a blood splattered version and the regular version. That seems to be a regular thing. Is that the next one in line? Let me see this. So now all of a sudden right next to it we have, in the same box, King Kong Bundy with the blood. These are made by Figure Toy Company out of Rhode Island. I know that I have Legends of Professional Wrestling. I know that I have a huge collection of these. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep it random, but if I find the box that's full of them, I'm going to wait until my dad is here and we can introduce him. He can sit right next to me and we can talk about professional wrestling action figures, as he knows more of the history than I do. Pretty sure King Kong Bundy was probably about 20 years before my time. Once again, this is a little bit before my time. This is another Legends of Professional Wrestling figure. This is Chief Jay Strongbow in his black trunks. Now, this is a sealed box. I can't open it to look at it. On the back of it, there is an actual guide that shows you who is who, what is what it looks like. Let me see if I can find him. So Chief Jay Strongbow, looks like he comes in a white set of trunks also. But, like I said, Legends of Professional Wrestling, I have quite a few of them. And there's more of them, thanks. The Sheik.
It's top of the box, sorry.
No, it's fine. So this is perfect for the viewers. It is an absolute random box. There is FAO Schwarz Marvel, and then there's professional wrestling stuff. So I have Sheik Original. I have Superstar Billy Graham, the bloody version.
These are
Wow, there's a bunch of them in there, isn't there? Jimmy Valiant, the bloody edition. Superstar Billy Graham regular versus the bloody version.
And then another one with the bloodies.
So another Superstar Billy Graham bloody version. I don't even know how much these are worth. You got your phone on you?
No, I don't. It's charging. Sorry.
The old man was looking up too much stuff on the internets, and he ran out of battery on his phone. Ricky Steamboat. So Ricky Steamboat is a wrestler that I saw, that I know, but this is the bloody version of Ricky Steamboat. Legend of Professional Wrestling. Jimmy Valiant regular. What's the other one I have here? I have the Jimmy Valiant bloody. Let me see on the back of this. Let me see. Okay, so there's two different. Wahoo McDaniel. So, once again, like I said, I know I have boxes of these, upon boxes of these, but let me see. Wahoo McDaniel. Ooh, Kamala's on here.
Kamala?
Man, I got all sorts.
This is the last one of these for now. In this box.
And I got Ox Baker.
I like
Oh, you might as well keep them coming.
another Jimmy Valiant. Jimmy Valiant.
So anyone that is a professional wrestling fan, that knows this is old school AWA wrestling, this is old.
Before the WWF, right?
Yeah, before WWE, WWF, WCW, whatever. This is back when it was territory wrestling. That much I do know. Like I said, my dad being such a huge fan, I learned a lot growing up. Man, I have a bunch of these.
They're all stashed up inside of your superheroes.
Inside Superheroes?
No, between them.
Another Ox Baker.
You probably have the whole set of these.
Jimmy Valiant.
Another Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat.
There's Ox Baker Bloody. And I believe that's the last one unless there's underneath some of these.
And Ox Baker Bloody.
And then this may be the last WWF.
So,
WWF?
that one right there, is that Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
That is Snuka. Snuka.
That is Jimmy Superfly Snuka. So, interesting story about Jimmy Superfly Snuka. This man was the American Samoan. This man was a champion. This man is also from the Marshall Islands, which is very close to America Samoa.
Don't we know somebody from the Marshall Islands?
I do. We do, yes.
We're not going to drop names, though.
No. Official WWF licensed product. This is a Jack's Pacific. I don't know what year is on here. It was made in China. 1997. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Put that one over there. For the person that we know from the Marshall Islands, it'll be a nice gift to give them.
I think that's last of the wrestling stuff. Profits?
Prophet. Made from the creator of Deadpool. I know nothing about this. I know nothing about this.
Is it the same one?
Is it? No, because it's got a red backing and different colored armor. Extreme Toys. So here's the red backing. Here's the yellow backing. I don't know if there's a difference. It looks like the armor's a different color. It looks like the outfit is painted a little bit differently. Other than that, like I said, Prophet, I know nothing about it. Was it an Image Comics thing?
Maybe. You saw one of the boxes. There's a comic book up on it. No, that's just a comic.
Awesome Entertainment LLC. Who knows? Next in line.
You've done that one, sir? Okay. 2000 AD.
So, Judge Dredd. Nice. So, this is Judge Death. So, Carl Urban, come on back. Because you did a great job. Whoever didn't like the last Dredd movie, you know where to take yourself. Take yourself home to go watch Dredd again. Judge Death. Reaction figures. Judge Dredd, I remember it being such a big deal in the 90s, Sylvester Stallone. And I remember, I think that was probably the first like big controversy they had where he had pushed for it to be an R rating, and then the company had told him, no, it has to be PG-13, so cut out this, this, and this. I I really liked Judge Dredd back in the 90s. I also liked Tank Girl in the 90s. Anything that was different, I really digged. I really liked. With Torn Out Human Heart. Judge Death. What do we got here? So, Johnny Alpha. Another reaction, another... Wow, this box is kind of messed up. But, another Judge Dredd figure. Man, I didn't even know I had all this stuff. What else I got?
You got a Pandora.
All from KB. Same?
Nope, it's 97, but I don't know. I've never heard of this one.
Okay, so those last two had KB Toys written all over the front of them. We made jokes about how much money and time I spent at KB Toys. Obviously, the person I bought the collection from loved some KB Toys and had their inside connection. Pandora. Something else I don't know anything about. Thousands of years ago, Zeus created the perfect woman. Apparently that's Pandora. I'm not going to read through the whole thing.
The same one, but it's just two different boxes. It looks like exactly the same.
Omega Man. I don't even know what Omega Man is. Omega Man. Omega 7. Coming soon in full cover. Too black, too strong. To order, call, or write Omega 7 Incorporated. There's a phone number. Kansas City, Kansas. Not Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Kansas. I got two of those. I'm going to have Tony look that up for me later and see what Omega Man's all about.
X-Men Evolution.
So, as we all cough,
There's a lot
I
of
take a
dust
sip.
in here.
Hmm?
A lot of dust in this box.
It's a box full of old things. Omega Man?
90s.
King Kong Bundy? So, I want to say this is, 2001. I was like, this is early 2000s. Kids WB, Toy Biz, X-Men Evolution. It's the Huggernaut. The Juggernaut. Action feature. Punches, slams, crunches. He has a crushing trash can, so he's environmentally friendly. He's all about recycling. He does have his helmet, too.
Now we got boxes.
What? Swamp Thing.
Two of the same.
I have
That
two.
one's- You got two. Transducer.
The Deucer. Two of the Transducer changes men into monsters. Strap a figure on the table and close the lid. Turn the bottle to activate the Geno fluid. Raise the lid and a biomutated insect emerges. Reverse the process to change the figure back. So two of these, made by Kenner. Swamp Thing. I'm pretty sure that Swamp Thing was R-rated, yes?
Maybe the Swamp Thing TV show.
Well, no, the movie
the
Swamp
movie?
Thing?
I don't know.
I know the Toxic Avenger. I'm pretty sure Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing now has some pretty cool comics. Thank you, Toys R Us clearance from back in the day. So I have two of these transducers. Put them on top of each other. So now it's double transducers.
Oh, we have a 1990s.
Some weird stuff.
1990 copyright.
More Swamp Thing. So vehicles and playsets. Every kid wanted a vehicle. Every kid wanted a playset. Every kid wanted something that they could be like, look, I'm going to bring this out in the playground and be way cooler than every other kid. If you're like, look at me, I'm a transducer on the playground, probably not going to get a very cool reaction. But if you're like, I got the Bayou Blaster, Wise family's from Louisiana, so they might tell you a Bayou Blaster is something different.
Maybe.
Don't get weird with it. I'm talking about drinks.
Now I'm talking about a drink. Yeah, it might be like vodka and swamp water or something. Or moonshine and swamp water. Who knows?
Whatever. Bayou Blaster. This actually looks really, really cool, but it does like It is a villain vehicle. One of the cool things in the 90s, they just made it easy for kids. It says villain vehicle on the back. So you know, you'd be like, do I want this? Ooh, some assembly required. That seems like it's too much work for me. Swamp Thing. More Swamp Thing.
Same.
Let's see, this just says Bog Rover Vehicle. It doesn't say Hero Vehicle on it.
But the Swamp Thing's on it.
Missile really fires. They put that on there because they're worried about kids shooting their eyes out. So it says missile really fires. So you know that you won't die. Or so you know that if it actually fires, to wear protective goggles. These are made by Kenner. All these Swamp Thing toys are made by Kenner. And there's some pretty interesting things. I hope Swamp Thing makes a comeback. Netflix, Disney, some sort of streaming service, whenever the Disney thing comes out, make me a Swamp Thing. Be eco-friendly. Where's the Swamp Thing Captain Planet crossover movie?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Copyright. I just called it out right here.
We got two more. Demolition Man this time. Bola Jet. Bola Jet or Bola Jet?
Made by Mattel. I think they're upside down.
Well, I gave you the front and the back, sorry.
Who knows?
Yeah,
One thing I will tell you is without the fun, amazing ability of today's toys in 2019, whoever was riding in this jet was staring directly at the ground. They were just... It'd be like me doing a video like this and telling you about this toy, and then this toy, and then something over here, and then it would be Bird Box Challenge 2000, and actually, when was this made?
It was 19.
Bird Box Challenge. Mattel figured it out. Fires SAPD stun bolas. This has to be written in a foreign language.
No?
Immobilize Phoenix and bring him back alive.
It's for age 4 and above.
Whatever. They figured out the Bird Box Challenge of not looking while doing things like driving extremely dangerous jets that fire things.
And the figure's not included, so... He may be in another
Well, you
box.
know what? I'm at a loss then if the figure's not included.
They may be in another box. Okay, last two things.
They're probably in another
We're
box.
going back to Marvel.
Quit saying Marvel.
I know.
Ooh, Secret Wars.
You like that one?
Secret
didn't you? I bet you had
Wars.
that one.
No, Secret Wars was before my time.
Toys R Us?
Made by Mattel. Freedom Fighter, mobile rotating base station attack vehicles from Marvel superheroes. It's got Captain America here. It's got Spider-Man here. It's got a landing pad, maybe for Captain America's helicopter.
You got Iron Man on the side.
The Iron Man, the Iron Man. And one of the cool things about this, let me see if I can find a date on this. Look at the back of this box. The back of this box is awesome.
That's got to be way. Well, no, it's got a barcode, so it's 80s and above.
1984.
I was gonna say it's 80s and above.
Let's go with the Marvel Secret Wars action figures listed. Captain America, Marvel superheroes leader. Spider-Man, super web-slinging black costume. Doctor Doom, Marvel supervillains leader. Dr. Octopus, tentacled terror. Iron Man, he's the armored Avenger. Wolverine as the wild mutant. Krang, the time-traveling conqueror. Magneto, master of magnetism. Falcon, winged Marvel superhero. Daredevil, Marvel superhero. You can't say man without fear? Whatever. Baron Zemo, Marvel supervillain. Hobgoblin, gliding Marvel superhero. Also available is the Spider-Man and Star-Dart glider set, Doom Chopper, Turbo Chopper, Turbo Cycle, Doom Cycle, and Doom Roller. Secret Messages Pack and more Marvel Secret Wars action. There's also the Tower of Doom. I'm digging
Pretty
this.
awesome toy.
Like, in 1984,
I always drew it on the back of those back then, too. 2 years
this
old.
many years before I was born.
So that is way before your time.
Hey, tell me, how old were you in 1984?
Let's say old.
Old Man Tony in 1984 was in his
20s, late 20s.
late 20s.
2 years, 28. Okay, I was 28.
He was reading comic books. He's the type of guy at 28
still
years
a
old
nerd.
to read comic books.
But I wasn't living in my mom's basement.
No.
I was in the barracks.
You were in what?
I was in
England?
England at the time. Didn't have these things in England.
So I did the call out last Tuesday about donating blood for the Red Cross. This man can't donate blood because he lived in England for too long. Why? Air Force.
Air Force. Last but not least, Captain America. 1990.
1990, Captain America playset, flying disc shield, Captain America face mask, and chest plate. Box is super, super destroyed. It's not destroyed to the point where you can't see it, but you can see it. It's got some tape on it. That kid kind of looks...
He's probably a doctor now. He might still be in his mom's basement.
That kid? Definitely not.
No.
This is kind of cool. I know that out there I've opened up a few boxes and I've seen like some of these play sets. I have some probably from the early 80s, maybe late 70s. But this is the type, like all of this right here. This is what I remember. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years old, staring at the walls at Target, Kmart, Palmyra. Look at that call out. Only because when I'd go visit my grandparents, I bought a crash test dummy vehicle at Palmyra in Bemidji, Minnesota. But I bought it there because, you know, that's what was there. But I remember, like, that was what you look for. Like, when kids nowadays, they walk down the toy aisle, they automatically know what to look for. Like, Marvel Legends, they know what the boxes are. They know what the boxes for Power Ranger, My Little Pony crossover event is. I don't know. But I just know that I remember, you know, these colors, these illustrations. So that's the last of the box, huh?
That's it.
Pretty cool, random stuff in boxes. Like I said, Swamp Thing, X-Men, Omega Man, Marvel, professional wrestling. That is how unique and random these boxes are. So, thanks for that thumbs up in the background.
He said give it a thumbs up.
Oh yes, Tony wants you all to give him a thumbs up for helping out on the video. And thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Bing, bing, bing.
Have a good day.